This video is sponsored by Brooklinen. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra and you are watching Studio Fix, the series where I tackle teeny tiny apartments under 500 square feet and show you how to make them beautiful, stylish, and organized. I just think it's so funny that I'm doing this in my skirt.
You got a makeover to do, so.
Wow, that looks stunning.
Oh my God.
Let's get started. We are steadily climbing to that 1 million subscriber number. I'm so excited. It feels close, but I need your help. So please hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on your TV, you can go to my little face in the circle, click it, hit subscribe. If you're on your phone, it's even easier. I've actually been receiving a lot of DMs on Instagram recently about how so many of you have been following me since my Chatelaine days, which is absolutely wild. And if I could get all of you in a room to do like a big collective hug, I definitely would. I just got goosebumps actually at the thought of that. That would be amazing. My hair was like, Today I'm helping Nadine. I'm gonna hop on a call with her, get to know her and her space, and see what her dream space looks like.
This feels very surreal. It was my birthday last week, so I feel like this is like the cherry on top of a really good birthday.
I'm just so excited for you. Congrats on winning a makeover with us.
Thank you so much.
To get started, I would love to know how long you've been in your studio.
This year will be 11 years. Yeah.
In the same apartment.
In the same apartment. I moved here with the intention of like living here for a couple of years and then buying a place, but I honestly can't afford to move. It's way too expensive in Toronto unless I win the lottery. This place has become a space of transition for me, a big breakup, a massive career change. So this like new year for me with my birthday last week, and now on my 11th year, I'm getting a refresh of my space. I'm not tied to anything. Do whatever you want.
That's amazing.
I'm welcoming this new grown-up energy that I feel like I have.
You've lived here for a long time, so you know what's functioning for you and what's not.
Yeah.
Just talk me through what you want to see change in that regard when it comes to function.
During COVID, I had to, like most of us, work remote. So I'm here like 85% of the time.
Got it.
I've managed with it, but like every time I take video calls, which is all day long, it's like this, and I'm sitting on an angle so I can get sunlight. But if I sat comfortably at my desk, like you can see my whole house.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
This setup is not ergonomic. The desk that I have here is so tiny that I'm like, I don't even really have any arm room. And like sometimes I'll spill my coffee over. Actually, a lot of the times I'll spill it over.
So we will try and find another solution for that. But that brings me to where your TV is, because I feel like that nook is so cute. Is your TV working there for you?
I love it there. This is my favorite part of my space.
The layout that you have actually really works for the space.
That's good.
I know you were mentioning that you don't have a lot of prep space.
My mom doesn't know how I cook in here.
I don't know how you do either.
I bake, I cook, I use like the stove as my prep space sometimes. Nice to have would be a little bit more space to prep on, but I love that like airy feel of minimalism that I also wouldn't want to overcrowd the space just to have that.
Yeah, like I mentioned, the flow of your space is really nice. Even though the kitchen is narrow, I love that you kind of have a bit of separation from it. Like it's at the end of your bed, but it still feels a little bit tucked away, which is nice.
I eat on my couch and I just put like a pillow on my lap.
Yeah.
I have this table that I slide at the side there, but I'm tiny, so it doesn't really fit me. It comes up to like here, and I just use it for when people come over, like you can use this to eat.
It's obviously not realistic to bring like a dining table in, but maybe a coffee table that expands, so when you have people over, they can gather around. Anything else function-wise before we get on to your inspiration?
Yes, just like storage within my space, because I know the calyx is most likely going.
Yeah.
My storage for my makeup is also overflowing like crazy.
Could you have a system where if everything was corralled nicely, you could like bring that over to the mirror?
Yes.
Okay.
To be honest, as you're saying this, half of the time I take like a drawer out of the organizer and I take it to the couch so I can do it in front of the sun.
Got it. Let's move on to inspo. Definitely very like bright, airy, neutral, like a lot of neutrals going on. I feel like you don't love a lot of color, but like just so much texture and warmth.
You basically nailed it. Like the words that I put down were literally what you said.
I know we're not leaning into color necessarily for this one, but are there any colors you're like, absolutely not?
I think like the soft is comfortable for me.
Totally.
Brown, green, creams, like those kind of colors.
I love your inspo so much because I do think it's like really warm, really inviting. And your space is so cute. I just think it's really conducive to this style.
The other thing that I don't have a lot of in here, but I think could add more of that color would be some plants. I've killed all the plants that I've owned, but I'm open to like trying.
Okay, got it. Well, thank you so much for jumping on this call. I'm really excited, and I will see you on reveal day.
Oh my gosh, that feels so surreal to hear that. I'm so looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
I'll see you soon.
All right, sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
Nadine's inspo is so bright, very neutral, but layered with tons of texture. These inspo images are giving me kind of like a California cool boho vibe. I'm here for it. Here's what I'm thinking. Function is so important in this studio. And although the design is simple, the pieces I'm adding in are gonna be game changers. I wanna bring in an additional kitchen island so Nadine has more prep space. I'm thinking of storing it in a DIY media unit cabinet. More on that later in the video. I also wanna bring in a coffee table that has storage so Nadine can store her makeup in there. She can do her makeup while she's sitting on the sofa, which she likes to do. I wanna bring in a desk that can pull out to be an L-shaped desk. I think that's gonna solve the issue Nadine was having with like putting her computer awkwardly on a diagonal when she takes her calls. So all of these functional changes are gonna be really big priorities. But then I also wanna keep the design really minimal, really bright, and really airy. And texture is going to be so important in making the space still feel cozy and warm, even with all of these neutrals and varying wood tones. I'm gonna be bringing in some beautiful neutral linen bedding for Nadine from Brooklinen. I have used Brooklinen sheets in my own home for the past 3 years. I've used them in countless makeovers, and I truly cannot recommend them enough. This month is actually Brooklinen's 10-year anniversary. You can also see that their website has 100,000 plus 5-star reviews, more than any other online bedding company. The linen is 100% linen made in Portugal, and it's their lightest, most breathable fabric. I personally love linen because it gives a really relaxed vibe and the texture looks so beautiful. I'm keeping the bedding neutral for Nadine with cream bedding, but you can also mix and match 20 plus colors and patterns in a bundle. Brooklinen kindly sent their linen hardcore bundle, which includes a duvet cover, core sheet set, and extra pillowcases. Brooklinen also sent their comforter, their down pillows, and this textured throw blanket in the color sand. Whether you've been a longtime Brooklinen supporter like me, or if you're just hearing about them, now is the perfect time to head to their website and take advantage of their 10-year anniversary sale. It only comes once a year, so you don't want to miss it. So I knew we had to give Nadine's studio a fresh paint job. I picked the color Cloud White by Benjamin Moore because we're going for a boho, kind of California cool feel. I wanted an off-white paint color that was bright but cozy. Dave is painting out this whole studio and man, it looks so good and so fresh.
Hey guys, we're here doing a studio fix. We haven't done a studio fix in what feels like forever. And I think we kind of all forgot how, small studios can be. Dave did such a great job painting, so it looks very bright in here. I'm loving the creamy white on the walls, but let me just show you like how many boxes there are. It's kind of out of control. Okay, this is it. This is the studio. There's Dave. Alana. This is like the kitchen hallway situation. So as you can see, there's like basically no room. And yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out like we always do, right team?
Do it.
I don't know if we're gonna do our usual unboxing. I think we're just gonna try and start like getting stuff installed to free some space, but yeah, tight quarters. Graham and I are gonna start with this feature wall right behind me, and we're using pole wrap from polewrap.com to create this like timbre textured effect, which I'm really excited about. So we are going to try with brad nails first. I'm not sure that they're gonna take to the concrete wall. If they don't, we have anchors and screws as a backup, but we ideally wanna have like tiny little holes. First, we're gonna cut this pole wrap down. It's a little long, and we're gonna try and cut it already rolled up, which will save us some time.
We're only installing this pole wrap halfway down the wall because later we're gonna bring in a media unit that's going to cover the entire bottom half of the wall.
This kind of look is called a timbre effect, and usually you would use like tiny little pieces of wood like this and cut like 1 million of them and install them with a bunch of nails. This pole wrap is a hack because it gives you that timbre look, but you don't need 1 million holes in the wall and you don't need to saw 1 million pieces. We're now gonna start installing the pole wrap. And like I said, we're gonna try with brad nails first. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
All the best.
Godspeed.
We're both wearing sunglasses because we don't have any safety goggles, so these are our safety goggles. Safety first, people. Seriously, when you're using a staple gun, glasses.
It's a brown nailer.
The awesome thing about using brad nails is that the way you're like, the awesome thing. the awesome thing. The awesome thing about when Nadine takes this down, she just has to patch tiny little holes and not many of them. Imagine if we had installed these like wood piece by wood piece, there'd be so many brad nails in the wall. We're going in with wood filler. We're gonna use our fingies to make sure that we're not getting the wood filler everywhere. We want it to just be like really precise over the nails. Okay, so normally you would wait for this to dry and then go in and sand it. Graham and Dave just gave me a really great tip. They said use a damp rag and just go over the wood filler. Okay, see how it's kind of clumpy? Whoa, and it stays in the hole. Okay, so next up, we are going to install Graham's cabinet DIY. I asked him to DIY a media unit, and DIY a media unit he did.
Since the cabinet is being built entirely around this IKEA kitchen cart, Graham had to build the cart first and do a couple modifications. The IKEA cart already comes with 2 wheels, but in order for Nadine to move the cart in and out of the cabinet easily, I knew we needed 4 swivel wheels so that it could move in all directions. Graham picked up these black 2-inch swivel stem casters from Amazon. He's cutting the existing IKEA wheels off the cart using his miter saw. He's drilling a small hole in the center of the bottom of each leg and gluing some threaded inserts in so that the swivel casters just screw easily into them. In order to actually get this cabinet into Nadine's studio, Graham has to make this cabinet in multiple pieces. It's going to consist of 2 identical sized cabinet pieces, 4 doors, and 1 solid MDF top to hide the seams. Hot tip from Graham, MDF is cheaper and it provides a much smoother finish than plywood. Graham is cutting the MDF using his track saw and table saw. He's gluing all the pieces together using wood glue and securing it together using wood screws. For the left side of the cabinet, I wanted a couple shelves so Nadine could also use this cabinet for storage. Graham is cutting 2 shelves out of some scrap plywood and MDF, and is edge banding the front of the shelves with some dowel that he cut in half using his table saw. Graham is using a Craig shelf pin jig to add columns to the shelf pin holes into the left cabinet so that Nadine can easily move the shelves up and down if she wants to put larger objects on the shelves. Lastly, Graham is cutting a small hole inside the cabinet. This is where we're going to add an outlet extender so Nadine can power her TV. Now onto the doors. Graham is cutting 4 identical sized pieces of MDF. He's using some extra IKEA hinges we had from a previous project and using a Forstner drill bit to cut out the holes for the hinges to sit in. He's rounding the doors with a round over router bit so the doors don't look too boxy. For the front of the doors, Graham is making a semicircle router jig to cut a perfect semicircle on the front. He's priming and painting everything in Cloud White by Benjamin Moore in their advanced line of paint. I asked that he go into the semicircle with Bone by Farrow & Ball, just to give the cabinets a bit of contrast. Graham has made the counter bit of this cabinet a little bit bigger so we can fit it perfectly into the space, and so he can cut it to fit the contours of the wall for a perfect fit. I am screwing the front of the two cabinets together so they sit really nice and flush.
Nadine has an outlet back there that we need access to for the TV. So this is a desktop outlet. You can get them on Amazon at the hardware store, and it's basically supposed to sit in the top of the desk. We're putting it in one of the cabinets. And then once the top's on, we're gonna drill a hole so that the plug can drop down and plug into this outlet. Okay, so Graham and I are going to work on installing the doors, work on installing the top. There's a lot of like rejigging we need to do. It's actually quite nice in here. It's like having a little rest, you know? So we're gonna install the top of this cabinet now. Graham has created this really cool method to help guide a perfect fit, because walls are never straight. They're never on a 90-degree angle. So if we had to cut this top beforehand, there would probably be gaps and it just wouldn't be like a perfect 90-degree fit.
Like we can still caulk the sides and like fill in any gap, but this will get it as snug as possible.
Yeah, so we've pushed these two side pieces all the way to the sides. We're gonna screw this like guide together, and then we're gonna put it in the corners of the top down here, and then cut to size. Yay! These look so good. We've just upped her storage game, and this nook now looks like so intentional.
I think another person could fit in there too.
Here's what I've learned about drilling. You gotta get in there, and you gotta give it power.
Oh.
Other way? No, other way? Like do a 180 and then another 180 but spin it like a fidget spinner. Okay.
Graham, look. Graham? Graham?
I'm looking. Yeah, see?
He's clapping. He's clapping. He's clapping.
No,
He's
that's
clapping.
satisfying.
He's clapping. Everything is looking so good. I'm gonna reveal the cabinet tomorrow to you in all its glory, because Carla's gonna be here shooting, so I wanna get a good beauty shot. But yeah, it's looking really good. Great prep day, and I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow.
Hi guys, it's the next day. I already spilled coffee on my leg. So ignore. We're gonna start by getting this bedroom area made over. We need to bring in the bed frame, the mattress, and the headboard, and the side table. We need to place it all to make sure that there's enough room for everything to fit before we install the headboard to the wall. So let's do it. Sorry, not to interrupt your picnic here, but looks like they're on like a picnic date, you know? But you guys need to move, sorry. This bed frame is from Article. Okay, hanging this headboard from Article. I love this because you can buy it in a queen and king size, and you can also buy expansion packs that come in a set of 2. So you can do like a whole wall of these, which is really awesome. Gorgeous. Also, I just wanna say, I'm not sure how it appears on camera, but there is tons of room for Nadine to walk around the bed and get to her closet, just like before. Now I'm making the bed with our Brooklinen sheets. Also, don't worry, I'm gonna give these a good steam, but I'm just gonna make the bed first. Oh my gosh, so cozy. I wanna jump in here. Doesn't it? It's like a cloud. Okay, because we're working with such a small space, this side table is actually going to be used when Nadine is in bed, but also when she's on the sofa. It's gonna kind of bridge the 2 spaces. It's from Article, and there's storage in here. So she can put blankets, any other stuff that she just wants to store away, which is so great. So if you live in a space like Nadine's where there's absolutely no divider between spaces, rugs are a great way to add a visual divide, which is why we're adding this one to the living room. Should we open it up? I know this is gonna appease all of you rug pad lovers. This rug is very slippy and slidey on the floor, so I think a rug pad is gonna help make it a bit grippy. Okay, hear me out on this rug size. If we're following like a rule book, technically you would want this rug to be a lot longer. We would want it to be almost touching the media cabinet, but we've had to go with a smaller size because Nadine's desk is kind of right in that opening. So I wanted her to be able to roll her desk chair easily on the wood floor. Okay, because we're really working with a very neutral style for Nadine's space, going with a rug that is textured, that has an interesting pattern on it. In this case, there's like different colors, different tones of neutral colors. It's adding interest to the space. So we're not like keeping it sterile and all white. We're going for creams, blacks, and this jute texture. So much visual interest. I love this rug. It's from Rugs USA. It's sofa time. Grab! Grab?
Yeah.
We are unboxing this beautiful sofa from Article. This never gets old. It's always so exciting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is so much space for Nadine to lounge, and we're working with like a tiny studio apartment. What do you think? Stunning. Somehow the living area now looks like 10 times bigger. And we have a bed over there. Like the studio looks so much bigger. So not only can Nadine use this as a dining table, she can eat while she's watching TV, luxurious. If she wanted to work on her sofa, she could use this as that space. But also, Nadine had mentioned to me on our call that all her makeup was beside her bed. It was taking up valuable space, but she said she does her makeup by the window every morning. So I thought, let's add a couple organizers in here. She can keep a mirror in here and do her makeup by the window in the morning. This piece is so cool. I'm gonna leave her with even more organizers on this side and she can organize her makeup as she wants. Next up, I'm hanging this beautiful art print. This is from Minted. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Again, I love how this art is textured, but it's got different colors in it, so it's keeping the design feeling like layered and not just like all white, you know? Gonna take these blinds down because we're gonna add a beautiful Roman shade. Be gone, plastic shades. Be gone. Who knew you could find a Roman shade that was scalloped? It is so beautiful. I'm gonna hang this cleat here so the cord can be tucked away. Now we're changing all the lights. These ones are from Mitzi. You wanna flick the switch?
Not really, but okay. Great, so we're exposed, amazing, awesome.
Okay, I'm placing this sconce on this side of the bed because it's a small space. We need all the light we can get, so Nadine can have this on when she's lounging for some light. It's so pretty, I need one of these. We added a power bar underneath her bed, connected to the plug behind the headboard, so that Nadine has lots of charging outlets. And I'm also gonna plug in this sconce down there too. Nadine asked for more desk space, so I brought her more desk space. But I also have another solve for an issue she was having, which was she was sitting sideways, cramped, because she didn't want people on calls to see her bed, which I totally understand. And we've given her this beautiful backdrop. So I got this table from IKEA and it has this extendy little piece. So she can put her laptop here and comfortably take meetings with that being her backdrop, which is great. I realize this is a big desk in a small space. I understand that like furniture is kind of grouped together, but this is what living in a small space is, and I feel like we've solved all the functional problems she had, and because everything is cohesive, it like really works well together. Completing her desk setup with this ergonomic chair from Branch. My partner Noah actually works at Branch and they have great ergonomic chairs. This one is their new faux leather chair. We have Branch chairs at the office, except they're pink. Nadine can just wheel this out when she has a meeting, put her laptop here, and that's the background. Does it look beautiful? Does it? It's not even styled yet. This like totally solves the problem. Before she was here and like weirdly angled, so this is great. And at the end of the day, when she's done all her meetings, she can just wheel it back in. This is as far as it tucks in, but still fine. Just like that, just got a compact desk.
You have typed so much.
Sorry, I'm listening to the sound of my own nails. I told you guys we would reveal the cabinet to you. It looks so good. It looks like a built-in cabinet, so much space, so much storage that I'm gonna get into in a second. But first, I'm just gonna finish this wall with some trim. There's a little bit of a white gap up there. We just want it to look nice and seamless, so trim it is. I've started putting on these beautiful knobs from V2V. They're these cute leather pulls. They look so good. So this side of the cabinet has lots of shelves. I'm gonna put baskets in there. So much storage for Nadine. Graham also made this as if it were an IKEA piece, and he put holes all along the side so Nadine can actually raise or lower the shelves if she needs them to be different heights, which is so cool. And on this side, to solve Nadine's issue of not having enough kitchen prep space, we left the entire thing open in order to fit a kitchen cart in here. This is so cool. So we put the island on casters so she can easily move it around. There's also space for some luggage behind here. You guys know I love luggage storage. I think it'd be such a good spot for like luggage.
In the comments, let me know if luggage will fit in here.
My mind is also blown. I love this so much. I'm gonna bring the TV in next. Okay, nice. For the cords, I'm gonna feed them all down this hole. And then remember that desktop outlet that we added back here? This is where everything's gonna plug into. I think we're gonna end the day here. Tomorrow we'll be back for finishing touches and the reveal. So excited. Hi guys, it's reveal day. I'm so excited to show Nadine her new studio apartment. We're starting off the day by doing a little switcheroo. I'm switching out the Branch chair we had in here with this Branch chair. It's a lighter color. It's the same chair. It has the vegan leather, which I love, but I just thought this would go better with all of the furniture we have in here. And the great thing about having a boyfriend who's head of sales of Branch Furniture means that there's a plethora of options. And I saw this one in the showroom and I was like, wait, I think we should use this one instead. So brought it here today. It looks so good. In this cabinet, I'm giving Nadine some baskets for organization. I just can't get over the fact that we've added so much storage in her place. Okay, I wanna add this butcher block to the top of the kitchen cart and thought I would show you guys where I'm envisioning this cart going when Nadine is using it. So when she's prepping food, she can just pull it out from this cabinet, and I'm thinking it'll just sit right here and create kind of like an L shape for her in her kitchen with tons more prep space. And then when she's done, she can wash the cutting board, pop it under here, and then just wheel the cart back in here. Easy peasy, also mind-blowing, I know. Next, let's add some plants. I say some, we're adding 2, it's a small space. I'm gonna go 1 real, 1 faux, mix it up. She just has to take care of 1 plant. Let's bring in the giant tree. Sorry, you're gonna have to move. This faux birds of paradise is from HomeSense. Honestly, HomeSense has been killing it lately with faux plants. They just look so real. And I love this pop of green in the corner. Now I'm hanging this pothos plant and the goal is for it to grow long and drapey. Okay, it's now time for finishing touches. Starting off with these gorgeous pillows from Tonic Living. I'm steaming the linen bedding and adding this Brook linen quilt at the foot of the bed. I'm adding some books and dried florals to her side table, placing a cozy green throw blanket on the sofa, adding 2 pieces of art from Calm Art Studio above her desk, Shout out to Kay and her beautiful work. Placing a table lamp instead of a traditional desk lamp to give your office a more homey feel. Adding some books, a vase, and a candle. Next, layering this art print behind the TV and adding some more decor. I'm putting art on the TV just via a YouTube channel. And lastly, placing down this runner in the kitchen. It is time to bring Nadine in for the reveal. Okay. Are you excited? Nervous? How are you feeling?
All of the above.
Okay, I would love you to just walk me through what your space looked like 2 days ago.
It was very minimal.
Yeah.
It lacked functionality with the lifestyle of working from home.
Yeah.
And it lacked style and personality that matched this person that I've grown into over the last 10 years of living here.
Okay, I'm so nervous. Are you ready on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
It's like instant tears.
Wow, guys. It looks so good. You did the wall thing! This is so functional. It feels so big.
I know, right?
But like cozy, and it didn't have cozy before.
Totally.
I finally have a real coffee table.
Yeah.
Woo! It looks amazing. I feel like this is so me.
You very much match the vibe. Like your whole outfit matches the vibe.
Look like this house. That is a real desk. I literally feel like a boss already. Just like this is giving boss energy, this desk. Tomorrow when I go back to work, people are gonna be like, what happened?
Where are you?
Thank you so much. My pleasure. It literally looks so good.
Thanks again to Brooklinen for sponsoring this video. Make sure you click the link down below to get 20% off your order. Next up, I'm tackling a living room and we're going grandma chic with the style. I think this might be one of the most colorful, mismatched pattern makeovers we've ever done. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next upload, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Someone needs to open the ring. Wasn't a good bit.
I was just informed that it's not level, rather rudely. Yeah, I think it's Graham's hanging job, actually.
We just need to,
the wall quite a bit.
yeah, we just need to repaint the whole wall.